This podcast is brought to you by Choose and Snooze Boarding and Kennel. For all your pet care and services, follow them on Facebook. Choose and Snooze Boarding Kennel.
This podcast is brought to you by Seafood to the North, bringing fresh, quality seafood to the people in the North at great prices and customer service with a smile. Please visit us at our website, www.seafoodtothenorth.com, or join our Facebook group, Seafood to the North.
Welcome to the Rule G Podcast. I'm your host, Mickey, and my co-host here, LPR.
Yo.
What does LPR stand for?
Oh, little perfect. I don't know.
You used perfect twice.
I used perfect twice. Oh, I had one figured out the other day. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I'll have to write it down for next time.
Little pecker.
Little pecker railing machine.
Railing machine, one word.
Hey, beautiful average. Beautiful average. That works for me.
Oh, how you been?
Not bad, man. Where were you last week? What happened there?
Just a little, needed a little break.
From me?
Yes. I'm pretty sure the listeners can not blame me for that.
Yeah, I think they understand that part. Yeah.
No, it's just it's mental health, I guess. So you can put it in, and don't want to get too much into it. But just needed a break. Needed to take some time for myself and just get my stuff organized and try to figure out how to manage this podcast and my life and work and everything together, and just figure that shit out and see if. See where I can take this podcast as well, you know?
You think there's still some stigmatization to depression or mental health for men specifically?
What do you mean?
Like it's always been frowned upon for men?
I just,
like before? You know what I mean, though?
I don't think it's a stigma as much as it's not the understanding of mental health is not as there. It's more now than it used to be.
I think so.
I mean, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, because there's some people that don't have depression, they don't have anxiety, they don't have, like, panic attacks and stuff like that. So it's hard for those people to understand because in their mind, it's like, just stop thinking about it. But it just
makes
there.
It worse.
For me, my brain just the big problem for me, it's anxiety, where I'll just start thinking too far ahead. I don't think about the moment right now and just do what I'm doing right now. It's like, okay, we're doing the podcast, so I'm thinking about, okay, I got to edit it later. I got to get it online for the end of the week. Just little things like that where I could just concentrate on doing this. And I'm like, I'm coming off of vacation, so I'm like, okay, which job am I taking for work? Like, I'm just overthinking everything ahead of time and not thinking about what I'm doing right now.
Is it worse because of the pandemic situation adding
personally
to it,
I don't think so.
You don't think
personally it's not, but I can see it being something that's happening to a lot of people right now.
Because it's more common now than it was a year ago.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I just want to mention to people, like, if you need to talk to somebody, reach out to people. Like, people are there to listen. There are websites, there are phone numbers you can call. The big thing for me that helped a lot, because I did have depression 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
Has it been 3 years already?
You went to get help, yeah?
Yeah, so,
okay.
I'm trying to remember the years with this pandemic. It kind of like...
Hey, that's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. So.
Yeah.
But no, so when I had my depression and I was off work for it, and there's a lot of things that went through it. The big thing that helped for me, and I know that from what I've heard other people experiencing, it's just talking to somebody. I've done counseling. I had a health coach, and just being accountable to talk to these people. My health coach was once a week, but my
psychiatrist, or
it's not psychiatrist, but
psychotherapist.
No, the counseling
counselor.
Just
a counselor.
Just a counselor.
Okay.
just going to the counseling once a month and just talking. People think, oh, you got to talk about your problems. You don't even have to talk about your problems.
Just talking.
Just talking, and you eventually just open up a little bit. It's hard at the beginning because you don't know the person.
Yeah, that's right.
And you try to build a trust relationship, but you got to understand these people are there to help you. They're not there to like, oh, Mickey came by my office. They don't go into the fucking lunch breaks after and go, oh, Mickey, he talked about this and talked about that. No, they keep that to themselves. It stays there.
Nobody else's business.
Nobody else's business, and it's just it's relieving for yourself because you just feel like, one, most people that do have depression or do have mental problems and stuff like that tend to stay inside and
they're more introvert usually too, right?
So you tend to like not be social, and just the fact that you step outside and go to this meeting and seeing this counselor just gives you that reason to be outside, gives you a reason to be get air, take a walk, So for me, it made me feel accountable too. So it made me be more, how to say that?
Social, maybe?
Yeah, social and accountable. So it gave me something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So, so I'm just putting it out there if anybody...
No, I do think people talk about it a little bit more, so it's more open. Guys are a bit more open about how they feel and how they want to talk. For me, it's a bit easier because I have a wife to talk to. And, my family's close by. Like, I have a lot of social support.
Yeah, and you do have a lot of friends around you, too.
Yeah,
like, you bet one of your best friends who lives beside you.
Yeah, I have good friends. I have a really good social circle, which is where it starts, right?
Yeah.
You build a circle around you, and if you have good, solid foundation, then it's easier to get rid of this anxiety or maybe close to depression stuff,
So what happens for me too, my overthinking, so when I start thinking about shit too far or whatever, it's always the negative side of stuff. So let's say going to work, well, the first thing I think about, is this train gonna double over? Do I have to do lifts or set off? I always think about the most worst possible scenario I'm gonna be in, and it just brings you down even more.
Do you know how difficult it is for our brains to think about now?
I know.
Our brains always have a tendency to go back in time of what I should have done or what's going to happen. What am I going to do? They call that monkey mind.
Okay.
You ever read into that
stuff?
It's when you do yoga or meditation, that's what they tell you. They tell your brain to just, like, you close your eyes, just stay there. Tell your brain to stay here. And your brain, 100% of the time, will always, eventually... Oh, I gotta buy this tomorrow, and I forgot about the coffee mugs and that. No, shut up. Just you're here breathing. Okay, and then your brain's like, oh, I should have told my daughter this. No. You gotta tell your brain again, over and over. That's what you have to learn when you do meditation. And that helps if you can control that brain.
Another thing is we always have sound around this.
Always.
There's always sound, either TV playing, music, somebody
Background.
talking, and. Have you ever just tried sitting in a car, no radio, nothing, turn off the radio, turn off the heat, no podcast?
Hey.
If you do that, your brain goes crazy.
Well, no, you have to make your brain learn that. Yeah. It's possible. I'm not saying it's easy.
I'm just saying we're so used to sound too.
Yeah.
We're so used to having a distraction, even if it's subconsciously a distraction, like TV playing in the background and stuff.
Wasn't there a test that was done in the 90s? And they'd put somebody, it's like a box they built.
Okay.
That has almost no sound at all, like zero, very close to zero.
Okay.
And they say a lot of people would actually go crazy after only a few minutes.
It's not even just crazy. I remember watching an interview, Louis C.K. I don't know if you know who that is.
The masturbator?
Yeah. I find it stupid they canceled him for that. I mean, there's people that's done worse.
Everybody's getting canceled, so it's easy.
Rumor has it he's coming back, though he's slowly coming back.
He's a funny guy.
I like this comedy.
I like this comedy, so I think he will.
But he was doing an interview on a late night show, and he was talking about the whole car radio not working. So he was in his car, and there was no music, no nothing, and he started crying.
What?
Yeah, like he's
thinking too much about shit.
He just started thinking about his life and stuff, and just started crying in the car, like no reason, no, like it's not because he jerked off in front of two women.
No, it had nothing to do with that back then.
No, it was just. Story is he jerked off in front of two people. That's why he's got canceled.
Yeah.
He just walked into a room and said, I'm whipping my dick out and I'm stroking it in front of you guys.
If you stay, cool. If not, I'm still doing it. And they stayed.
And they stayed, and then Start crying about it.
That's right.
Just like his
But
dick.
what are you gonna do? He did get canceled, but it's easier to get canceled now. You gotta be careful what you say, what you do, how you talk.
Yeah. So no, it's the brain that works very, very, very. It's very tricky.
100%.
It just sucks that there's no actual tool they can use to measure.
No, it's a combination of things that they help. You get help, you talk, and some medication sometimes.
Well, yeah, there is I did take medication after my depression that helped a lot, and sometimes I feel like I should maybe go back on it, but I just don't like medication.
But that's something
in
to talk with your counselor with if it's worth it or not.
But no, the big thing is just talking, opening up, and not being afraid to talk what's going on. I find that a lot of people are afraid because they think that people are going to think they're crazy because you don't see other people talk about it, and that's the reason why I kind of wanted to talk about it to start the podcast. Is just a lot of people that have mental health issues are afraid to talk about it because they're like, am I crazy? Like, am I the only one that's like this?
Is sex addiction a health problem or a mental problem?
I think that's your problem.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. We both have mental issues.
The other head.
Yeah, the one head's way stronger than the other one.
But
if she asks, sometimes oh, let's go for a walk. I don't feel like walking today. I'll suck your dick. I'm going for a fucking walk. I'm gonna walk the shit out of this. Pretty good motivator.
No wonder you get shit done here.
Shit's done.
I'm guessing all the renovations were.
It's all sex based.
Yeah. Suck your dick if you do this.
There's a calendar. Like this gets paid this. This is anal. It's like, oh, this is a big job.
And that was you, right? Getting anal?
Yeah, I'm the one getting it. You're like, oh shit. Had a hard time walking that week.
Well, yeah, but that was like an off day. You didn't have any renovations, right?
Not the next day, anyway. But I read up a lot of people have a hard time sleeping right now because it's like a build up kind of thing,
Oh, you're talking about like COVID?
Yeah,
like
and it's called
being locked down and everything.
Yeah, and they said there's a name for it now. It's called coronasomnia. Coronasomnia. It's a thing, It's starting to get to people, and they're still doing lockdowns, a whole bunch of stuff.
Except Texas
and Florida.
Yeah,
40,000 people in the baseball game. Like, man, let's go. No lockdowns, no mask, a year. Anyway, okay.
No, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, what's going on? Why can they do it, but not us? Being in Canada, I don't know, man. It's a crazy fucking situation we're in. We could probably talk for hours on that subject, and that's kind of why we're trying to stop it.
We're trying not to, because you get back to the depressing thing. You're like,
no, but it's not just the whole depressing thing. Is like we'd have an episode just on that. I mean, you could talk about it on a full hour or two,
easy,
because we do talk about it off air.
It's a normal subject to talk about.
Yeah, and I mean, personally, the way I've always seen it is if you stop getting tested, they can't put up the fucking
numbers aren't going up.
Yeah,
no, I know.
If people would just stop getting tested, they can't fucking bring the numbers up.
It's pretty simple.
The numbers of people dying might stay going, but
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I mean, stop getting tested.
We're not.
That's my fucking message to you.
We're not saying that.
That's my personal view.
It's like
nobody else's.
You should lick people's faces.
And I'm talking to dogs.
Anyway, on happier news.
What did you do?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is that a happier news?
My boy went to the hospital.
Happier news.
Happier news.
He's got his first stitches or what?
No, it's not even his first stitches.
Oh my god.
The boy's crazy. You don't care, man.
I wonder who his dad is.
Yeah, that's why I can't blame him. Everybody's like, well, your boy's got a lot of energy. I'm like, well, I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do, But yeah, we had a little axe. Not the big ones, a smaller axe.
Like a hatchet?
Yeah, like a hatchet, so that he can actually help with the firewood and, stuff like that. So I was always like, be careful. Put your legs, apart quite a bit more.
I feel like people are going to be criticizing your parenting.
They probably will criticize my parenting skills, but it is what it is. I'm showing life skills, So he missed the wood and whacked himself right on the knee. So he was bleeding all over. So brought him to the hospital. He got stitches. He's good. He's pretty tough. He didn't cry. You know, he did the whole thing. He was pretty good.
He didn't cry.
He didn't cry. He's a tough little fucker. You know, but he did good. So I was kind of, it sucked, you know. But I think he's gonna respect the axe from now on.
Yeah.
You know,
the axe won the fight.
The axe won. Theo 0. But you know. No, but it's. I think it's a life lesson. You know, he's gonna be okay. It's healing up pretty good. He's doing good. So whatever.
It's just like when you do your first nail in your life there, and you miss the fucking nail.
But you hit your thumb. You remember that one, right? You're like, okay, I'm not
gonna miss the fucking nail anymore.
Not doing that again. Yeah, I know.
It's a little bit.
No, there was that. I was trying to do the barbecue stuff this week. Started to be nice. And I started cooking. You know, I was trying to help my wife.
Where was my invite?
You were on vacation. Yeah, that's where you were.
I didn't go anywhere.
Shit. No, but I was doing stuff in the kitchen. I was trying to fill. I'm gonna cut some veggies and start packing some stuff. Then I'm like, oh, what do you want me to do? And she's just looking at me like, well, you can grate cheese. I was like, well, that's. I was like, yeah, anybody can do that. She's like, you stick to the cheese. I was like, well, I felt like a retard. It's like when you're doing something on the car, you're doing mechanics, and then somebody comes in, can I help? You go dig the snow outside. You're like, is that going to help? Oh, yeah, you're going to help a lot. I feel like Ralph Wiggum. I'm helping. That's how I felt, man.
Just the cheese grating.
That's all I was.
Wasn't there like a French commercial there? The fucking Quebec cheese there? What's the fucking cheese? And it's like grated cheese, and then one guy is like, I wonder how this cheese gets grated. It's like this famous actor grating the cheese in the factory.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking joke, yeah.
I never see that one.
I laughed when I saw that.
No, but I did that, and I listened to another new podcast.
A new podcast?
A new podcast came out. That was pretty cool. They gave us a shout-out on theirs. I figured we'd do the same on ours.
We're that famous now?
We're pretty famous. World-renowned, they said.
Oh, really?
Said world-renowned podcast. So we'll give it a shout-out. It's called Fishing for Likes.
That sounds like a podcast that you'd listen.
Well, I thought it was about, like, fishing women. You know? Getting
that's what I thought.
A good bait, good line. And
so did you learn anything about catching women?
No, they're not that good at it.
No,
it was more about actual fishing. But it was pretty good. I was interested throughout the thing. So I'll listen to it.
So are you a better fisherman now?
I am learning tricks. I like ice fishing more than summertime fishing.
Me, it's the other way around. I'd rather do the summertime fishing.
I find fish taste better in the winter.
Drink a beer on a boat, like in the sun.
Beer on an ice hut.
Yeah, but when it's windy and it's cold.
That's why you got the hut.
Why are you in a hut? I'd rather just stay home. Like, you're going in an outdoor. In an outdoor thing. It's to go sit in a fucking house.
Yeah, but it's the journey of it all that's fun. It's not the actual fishing thing. It's like you prep your stuff, you get the sled ready. No.
If I go fishing, ice fishing, I go outside fishing, not in the hut.
Yeah, but we need more vitamin D in the wintertime. That's a big thing.
So sitting in the fucking cabin.
You're outside checking your lines, get a little bit of sun, you go back. Oh, okay, you go back, check your lines,
Sounds horrible.
You don't like? No.
No.
I enjoy ice fishing.
No, you don't.
Wait, you don't.
You enjoy the beer you're drinking at ice
I always enjoy the beer. It's my number one problem.
So that's fishing, FISHIN'4 as the number 4. Likes, LIKES.
There you go. They'll be happy we give them a shout.
Just so people search it the right way. If they're looking like fishing the right way and for FOR, they won't find it.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, so just making it there simple for people to find it.
Cool.
It's I guess we can tell them it's 2 of our co-workers that are doing it.
Guys we know personally.
Yeah, so it's a new podcast they got going, so give them a listen and see if it's something you're interested in.
Blue collar guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't think they swear as much as us.
I don't know.
They're not as open.
No, they beep them out.
They do?
They do.
Lame.
Hey, it's not them. I mean,
who beeps out fucking curse words?
Well, there's got to be some of the video, like audio outlets that You have to, maybe?
No, you just write it's not safe for work.
Oh, there you go.
It's rated R.
Rated R.
Not because there's pornographic. No, I guess
I watched a movie yesterday. That's what it was. It was rated R. I was like, well, this could be good. Horrible.
What was it?
It's about this chick discovering her body when she's like a teenager in a Catholic church or something like that. I was like, this sounds pretty raunchy. Horrible. Boring. Just brutal.
Did you know rated PG or something like the one rating below R, so R D? You can swear. No, it's PG. I think it's PG-13. Is so.
Well, what's that? The one we talked about. If there's more than 4 swear words throughout the whole thing.
So PG-13. They're allowed one fuck.
One fuck.
They're one fuck. That's it. And they gotta choose where they want it. If as soon as there's 2, they gotta rate it R.
I knew it was a number. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's a number to it.
One fuck.
That's what it is, eh?
So we're rated R. We just said fuck 3 times.
Shit.
But we're not a movie. We're a podcast, so I think it's just 18 plus.
No matter
podcast
what.
or something like that.
Just the content of it all right now.
We don't have enough listeners for people to make a big deal out of our words, but when we get to the million reaches and 100,000 reaches there, maybe we'll be a little more safer on the wording of what we use.
You think so?
Maybe not safer, but
if it actually reaches a certain amount that makes sense, it's because you kept it the way you enjoyed it.
But I mean, when you become big, the bigger outlets start looking at you and they're like,
should we keep these things?
Yeah. So we'll see when we get there.
Well, we're at 10,000, so if we reach 100, it'll be good.
I don't know where you've seen your numbers, but
hey, I like to imagine stuff sometimes.
1,000.
Oh.
So, what else is going on in the news this week? Or
people died.
People died.
People died again.
Who died?
Well, there's 2 for sure. They're a bit more renowned.
Okay.
There's Earl Simmons.
Earl Simmons.
Maybe you know this guy.
Is he related to Gene Simmons?
Wayne Simmons, maybe more likely.
Well, why do you say that?
Because Wayne Simmons is of colored skin.
Okay, no. Who is this Simmons guy?
DMX.
DMX.
That's his actual name, huh?
What does DMX stand for?
Oh, I looked it up too. Darkman X.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that one?
No.
Yeah, nobody looked it up. They just called it DMX, never looked it up. But so, he wasn't that old. He was 50 cents. Yeah, he died.
What did he die of?
Well, he had a stroke. I think it's drug related.
It's an OD.
OD.
I'm asking you. You're supposed to have your research.
No.
I know the answers. I'm asking so that it looks like you know your shit.
It's
but then you're like,
it said stroke.
It's an OD. Stroke. It's an overdose, and he had a stroke off of his overdose.
But it's technically a stroke.
I hate having to correct you
when
I ask
it was
a question.
Stroke. It says like 6th stroke in the last 6 years, I think.
So
he did not have an easy life.
Yeah, so he went into a coma after a stroke, and he was considered brain dead. They had the machines making him breathe and shit, and eventually his family had to unplug him. I wonder, it had to do, the reason they didn't unplug him as quick as they did was because all of his kids wanted to see him before he passed away. And well, when you have 15 kids, it's kind of, and with COVID things where they could only go one at once kind of thing because of COVID and shit.
Oh my god.
So it took a long process for every kids to go see it. 15 kids, 9 moms.
Oh my god.
X go give it to you.
Go give it to you. He gave it to them for sure.
I wonder if he did that when he was giving it to them, right? X go give it to you.
If you're that famous because of a song,
I'd fucking do it. I'd fucking do it.
I would use that for sure. I'm gonna give it to you. Oh yeah, how?
X gonna give it to you. Could you imagine? He wouldn't be famous. He would use his own, like his actual name. Doesn't sound like very
Earl.
My name is Earl.
What's that tea called? Earl Grey? I guess that sounds old. But he never had an easy life. He had addiction problems and he got sued. He tax fraud. He went to prison a bunch of times. Like it wasn't an easy one.
Probably a lot of alimony.
Wasn't he part of? Oh no, that's not who it was. I was thinking about that. Have you ever seen that? There's a documentary about. They try to make the biggest party ever on an island.
Oh, that's Ja Rule.
That's Ja Rule.
The fire
thing. That's right.
Fire festival.
They screwed a whole whack of people on that one too.
Yeah, the one guy that was in that documentary, he's the one that fought. Like he tried scamming people after too. He got caught. Like the guy has problems.
Why? He's trying to make money.
There's making money and being a fraud. That I don't know.
Yeah. It's worse.
Yeah. And who's the other guy that died?
Oh, Prince Philip.
Prince Philip. What's his last name?
What was it? Eden. Oh, what's his fucking the Duke, Duke of Edinburgh. Philip Mountbatten.
I mean, how old was he? 99.
Yeah, 99.
Didn't even make it to 100. What so lame.
Just barely missed the mark.
Like, come on, man.
I think the Queen's gonna pass him anyway.
You
she's
think
in good
so?
shape.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
But
she's
now she lost her lover. She's not having sex anymore.
You think she was?
They have to.
The Queen
For
at
sure.
94.
Oh, come on.
Maybe that's how he died.
Maybe. Could you imagine? Okay, you're done. Get off. Get off.
Oh, he's still hard because he took the Viagra pills, but he's dead. Would that still like?
I wonder if when they're like, I'm not sure if they actually do have sex or not, but I wonder if they have sex if they go by, oh my prince, oh my queen,
oh my lady. I think it's more like my lady.
I wonder if they go for the like when they want to say their name, if they go by Queen Elizabeth or if they go by just Elizabeth.
Oh, Liz. He probably calls her Liz.
Queen Liz.
Queen Liz.
No, but still, like, it's weird. Like, yeah. Oh, there was that big fucking controversy with Meghan Markle there when she went, like, oh, they were all mean with me, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, because when she met the, like, Queen for the first time, her boyfriend at the time, which is her husband now, like, said, you gotta do the whole bowing and shit. And she's like, oh, Queen. She was like, really?
I don't bow to the Queen.
No, well, not that she doesn't want to bow to the Queen. She just thought it was like a whole thing for the outside, you know, like a spectacle thing.
Not the family.
Like, but it's the family as well. Like, she's shit. She's
a queen.
King shit, man.
Yeah.
Like,
the fuck bow the Queen.
Bow the fuck. My grandma, you fucking bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
But the Queen is pretty like.
So now she's single. Are you going for her?
He was never a king, eh?
No.
It's always been Prince Philip.
Yeah, we looked that shit up there. It's really weird.
Because he wasn't a king, so she was a queen before, and then.
Very weird.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. You get married before, then you're a king.
So now that she's single, what are you doing? Are you going for it?
Well, I'm white. I got a chance. Shouldn't said that, no.
Cancelled.
You think she'd go for young bucks there, the Queen?
If you can get it hard.
There's always a way.
Turn around.
All right, Liz. I think we can make this work.
Be quiet. She'd probably peg you.
You're my queen. You're my queen.
But do you think they would be fucking at that age though? You have to.
Well, they say if you have a high libido when you're young, you're gonna have a high libido when you're old. So if you're having sex like 4 times a day in your 20s, well, when you're 90, you're gonna have sex once every 2 weeks. I don't know.
How many kids does she have?
Princess Diana?
No.
That wasn't one?
That's grandkids.
That's grandkids? Holy shit.
But it wasn't even her kid. Like,
no.
No, that's kid.
Yeah.
Well, Princess Diana wasn't her kid. Like, it was her... The guy she was married with was her kid. What's his name? Charles. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Charles. And he's a really ugly motherfucker.
That's right. I remember. He was renowned to being ugly, too.
Yeah.
She had 4 children.
Wow. It's weird.
Charles?
Yeah, which is the guy that... So if
Princess Royal Anne.
So...
Prince Andrew and Prince Edward.
So if she passes away, Charles would become king.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. Pretty sure, yeah. Now you're like making me double check.
Well, I'm not sure.
Pretty
the
sure,
oldest and longest serving heir apparent in British history.
Of course, because she's like the whole oldest and longest heir
Yeah,
of
exactly.
being the queen. Like, she was the longest queen or whatever.
He's 72 right now.
Yeah, no, like, he'll become king and he'll probably die, like,
Yeah, a
shortly
week after.
And then it's going to be, what's his name there? Not Harry, but...
Yeah, not Harry.
the other guy there. What's his name?
George, no.
No. George is the kid that he just have, no?
Yeah.
But,
William?
William, yeah.
Yeah.
Will.
That's who it was.
Prince Will.
It's like a real life, like...
TV show,
this royal
Sitcom.
stuff, right? Yeah, it's like having
It's like-
Days of Our Life,
like they're really-
but royal UK
That's
shit.
because, like, when you think about it, they don't have any say into, like, the whole...
Country government shit.
Yeah. Like, it's just, like...
They must still hold some sort of power.
I'm sure if something happens, they could be like, fuck you. But I don't think they do much anymore. But, I mean, they still got the money, man. They're fucking...
We still serve the Queen in Canada.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. That's what the general governor does. That's his job. He
'Cause-
represents the Queen in Canada.
We're in the Commonwealth.
We still represent the Queen of England for Canada. We still do. When you work for the government, you either swear to God or you swear to the Queen.
Yeah, but we are not part of like they don't run us anymore. Like
No, they don't. But we still they still assert some sort of power over us.
Yeah, it's a Commonwealth. It's like Australia's in that Commonwealth as well.
Well, they have a whole bunch of countries.
But the states are not in it.
No.
They were like, fuck you. Get us out of here.
The states are always like, fuck you, get out of here.
That's pretty much
Yeah. I'm going to shoot you. Did you check that too? Talk about the states there. Elon Musk, his shit.
Yeah, he's
most
doing
interesting man on the planet, man.
doing more crazy shit there with Neuralink there.
Yeah, the Neuralink thing. Did you see that? It was
with the monkey.
Yeah, with the monkey. What does it say? They were reading the monkey's brain as he was playing a game, like a Pong.
Probably Pong. I didn't see the video, but there's a big chance it's probably just Pong.
It was Pong. So he was playing Pong, and they're reading his brain as he's playing the little joystick thing, and then they're recording what he's doing with his brain,
they put a
what
chip
it means.
too, right? They put something in his brain.
Yeah, and as they're reading his brain, they know what it means to move left, move right, whatever. And after a while, they've analyzed so much data, they unplug the joystick and just use his brain.
Because they put something in his brain.
Yeah.
So they put some kind of link that connects to whatever program he's using on the...
And then he thinks he's using the joystick, but he's not using the joystick anymore.
So yeah, because whatever chip that they put in his brain to control or to get that data and give information to his brain, and his brain giving information to that chip, was able to have that mental where the chimp or monkey was seeing
he's
that
playing the game with his mind.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Technically, that's what he's doing.
He's wirelessly playing through his mind.
That's sick.
Yeah, in his last podcast with Joe Rogan, he said that 2023. He says the human tests are going to happen, and it's going to be mostly for paraplegic people where
they can't move.
Where they can't move or
that is cool.
Yeah, so that's the whole ideal around it. I think it's going to be to eventually fucking, how do you say that?
Control?
No, but it's let's say they don't have an arm, so they put an artificial arm.
Yeah, so
they'll be in control of the whole arm as if it's their arm.
With their brain.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Have a bio
arm.
A bio arm, bio body entirely with your brain. That's so cool.
Yeah, so I think that's something they're thinking about eventually, in years from...
Sick.
But yeah, the first human test, he says it'll probably be in 2023, which is not that far.
And then we're going to have Google Drives in our brain.
Eventually you'll just be able to research anything in your brain.
Don't need to learn anything anymore.
No, it's all going to be there.
It's in your brain. Boop, there it is.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Is that going to make people smarter or stupider?
I don't know.
Because you're not going to retain anything. Why would you retain anything? You're like, man, I don't need to know this. I don't need to know anything.
I mean, I like using my brain as well, though. So, I mean, some people are going to want to use their brains.
I think there's going to be anti-Google chip people.
Oh, dude, I'm not putting a chip in my head. Like,
no. I'd think about it. I think it'd be cool.
Next thing you know, it's like you're about to fucking. I don't know. It's weird. Like I just it's
then somebody can hack your brain.
Well, that's
dangerous.
But I mean,
that's
like
dangerous.
Not just people. Like then they control you.
Oh my god.
Like there's a lot of like weird shit that can happen with that. You know.
There's nothing can go wrong with the government control my mind.
Oh,
nothing at all. That is a really good idea.
Like I don't know if it's like only one way where I can access it, but they can't access me. Makes more sense. But like, can you trust that?
Can you trust that really?
Like,
I don't know. But people are paraplegic. They're like, shoot me up. Let's go. Like, what do I have to lose? Shoot me up that chip in the brain, you know?
But no, it's it's like what those people that have like they were doing tests, like those people that I don't know if it's what does Michael J. Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, he's got the same thing as the boxer there.
What's it called?
Schizophrenia?
No, it's freaking.
I know which one you're talking about, though.
It starts with a P, I'm pretty sure.
Does it start with a P?
Yes.
Anyway, I know which one.
So
you're talking about.
They shake a lot, right?
Yeah, they shake. Parkinson's.
But they Parkinson's. That's what it is.
That's the one. You're right.
I knew it started with a P.
Yeah, you're right. You weren't wrong.
Anyways,
or you weren't too wrong.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Too wrong.
Can't be too wrong. That's the one.
But yeah, so they've been doing like I remember seeing these videos where they do these tests with the brain and they're putting needles in the brain and shit, and they can stop it and stuff from shaking, but they still can't figure Parkinson's.
Have you ever? I've seen a documentary once. Somebody had Parkinson, and every time he would take, there's a medication that makes it kind of lower down. Yeah, but you got to increase the medication every year because it acts a little bit less effective, a little bit less. And the one thing he tried that actually worked was taking ecstasy, and every time he would take ecstasy, gone. He'd be able to do stuff, grab a drink of water, and do his own, like, just normal stuff, which he wouldn't be able to do at all.
That's crazy.
So they're trying to figure out what in the ecstasy made that able, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Just because he wanted to try drugs. He's like, I
have nothing to lose.
Who cares, right? Yeah, exactly.
Tries to take the pill.
God damn it. Same thing when you get old, go to the doctor's office. Sir, you can't snort the medication. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. I had old habits, you know.
Old habits. Alzheimer's, you know, they don't.
Oh, yeah, let's do this.
But yeah, no, those are little things that sometimes like make me question, you know, like Parkinson's disease, where it's been so long where they've been researching this shit, they can't figure any cure to it.
Some of these diseases are not easy to deal with.
No, but then you got COVID that just shows up and they're like, yeah, we got a vaccine.
Yeah, but that's not the same. That's not
a disease.
That's
a virus. It's not a disease.
It's not
I know.
The same thing.
But still, it's like the amount of money that's been put into the Parkinson's disease. You'd think like they'd fucking figure something out by now.
But some disease they won't be able to.
I feel like I've never really researched Parkinson's disease.
I'd be scared more of the CRISPR program where they tweak your genetic.
It's not a bad thing. I watched this.
I don't know, man.
I've been watching a guy stream. He plays video games, but he's studying bio.
Yeah.
Biomechanics, something like that. I think. So, and he talks about it sometimes at the end of every video. There's always a side. Sometimes they talk about science or talk about different things. Sometimes he brought it out about CRISPR and stuff, and they do it in school and shit. And like, it's not a bad thing. Like,
it depends. It could be used for good.
Well, anything can be used for good, and everything can be used for bad.
Yeah, but what happens is like, okay, now you're getting life insurance.
You know
so
that
like,
dildo, when she puts it up her ass, she can use it for bad. You know,
she can fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anything can be used for good as much as it can be used for bad.
Yeah, but what if they're like, okay, well, you can have a kid and you can have less chance of getting cancer if we use this program on him. You're like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I like that.
They can actually use
everybody's going to be modified.
They can use this thing and give their kids blue eyes if you want them to have blue eyes. They're already doing it.
You think that's good?
Hey, I want my kids to have blue eyes.
I mean, that's not good. I don't think it's good. You're fucking with genetics here. It's going to change humanity.
Wouldn't you want your kid to have a big dick?
So everybody's going to have big dicks and superpowers?
Why not?
Everybody's going to be LeBron James.
They brought out the trailer for fucking Space Jam 2.
Yeah. I'll watch that. That sounds good, man.
Just because you brought up the fucking...
Well, you know who else is Superman? Shaq. Wasn't he nicknamed Superman for a bit?
So... Shaquille O'Neal is probably the man with the most nicknames out there.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look it up again, but I'm pretty sure he's got one of them,
like 10?
Nah, I think it's more than 10. Just give me
20.
No.
I knew they called him Superman. How tall is this guy? 7?
You look it
4?
up. I think
he's huge.
So his name is Shaquille O'Neal. He's a basketball player. He was like 7'6", 7'8", or something like that. So, for some reason, he just had all these nicknames. And I think they're mostly self-given nicknames. But people just go with it because, it's Shaquille O'Neal who wants to fuck with this guy. But, here's a list of his nicknames. Big Shamrock, Diesel, Dr. Shack, Hobo Master, LCL, which I don't know where those letters, MDE, Manny Pacquiao.
I like that one.
Yeah. And then I think he gave himself that when he did a boxing video or something.
Okay.
Mayor McShack. Osama bin Shaq.
Nice.
Just Shaq itself is a fucking nickname.
Shaq is a nickname, yeah.
Shaq Daddy.
Oh, I like that.
Shaq Fu. Shakovic. Superman is one.
Superman, yeah, I remember that one.
I remember that being his nickname just for the fact that when they did Pimp My Ride or something.
Yeah,
and they were doing Shaquille O'Neal's car there, they put the Superman logo everywhere.
Maybe that's what it was. He was 7'1". That's how tall. 7'1". It's huge, man.
Yeah.
And he's not skinny.
Well, that's the thing. It's not just a tall, skinny guy.
He's not skinny.
He's a tall...
Big. Bulky
guy.
Oh, yeah.
The big Agav. The Big Aristotle, I remember hearing that one often. There's a lot of the big.
The big, yeah.
So I'll skip most of them. The Big Daddy, the Big General,
the Big
Leprechaun.
Oh.
There's probably a big something for that.
Guaranteed.
Even if it's just body proportionate, it's bigger than all of ours probably.
Oh, guaranteed. It's probably bigger than my arm. I remember seeing a picture of his girlfriend one time, and she's 5'4". You're like, and she's no way.
She doesn't even have to get on her knees.
No, that's not even natural. There's no way she can.
And if he turns around too fast, he knocks her out.
Oh, schmack!
Concussion.
I'm sorry, baby.
Brings her to the hospital. What happened?
I turn around, she's knocked out.
I don't know what happened. Fuck's sakes, man.
But he was in the news not long ago. He was he does shit random shit all the time. Super cool.
He's very nice.
A guy was buying a wedding ring for his wife or future wife, whatever.
And he just showed up.
He just showed up. Was like, hey man, talk to him. He thought he was a cool guy. He's just like, yeah, I'll pay for it. Boom.
I bet you the guy was like, fuck, I should have took an expensive one.
God damn, I should have bought a nice one. $60.
Just come up to him when he says, I'll pay for it. Oh, really? Is it okay if I change it?
No, that's the one you get.
I remember seeing a video not too long ago, too, where some kids were playing basketball in the street, and he showed up with some cops, and they played basketball against the cop. Yeah,
you're right. I saw that in long ago. Yeah, it started that the cop just went there first, and then the next day
so the cops the cops stayed there. Yeah. They were playing. I remember now. And he says, "Oh, I got a friend I can bring next time." And the next day he came up with Shaq.
Shaq was there with the cops.
Yeah, playing basketball.
Street basketball with the kids. Like, how awesome would that be?
No, I mean, to take time. This guy's probably busy.
Yeah.
To just take time and be like, yeah, I'll go play basketball. I doubt he went with the cop, though. I think he probably had to go with his own vehicle. Cause
it wouldn't fit.
Have you seen my uncle has seen his vehicle in Florida once, and like the seat's so far back.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Like they have to custom make the seats for him because he
7'1". Like
is he?
We know tall dudes are like
is he
6'7",
really just 7'1"?
You know. He's what? Yeah, he's 7'1". Massive motherfucker.
Fuck's sakes.
Massive. Talk about basketball. Did you check the March Madness a little bit?
Not really, no.
There's a Final Four last weekend.
Oh, just want to come back to Shaq real quick.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Did you see when he was at the All-Star game once, and it was like in Las Vegas or something, where it had to do something with fucking casinos? His shoe was so big, like he wears like 22 size shoes.
Okay.
They were able to make a little slot machine in the like in the place where you put your fucking
like the ankle part, yeah.
Like they made a little slot machine. You could play slot machines on his fucking shoe.
Wow.
Just a little thing I remember that because his shoe's so fucking huge.
Massive.
But anyway, so yeah, March Madness.
Yeah, I watched a little bit, you know.
So the last time I think you guys were talking about the Final Four.
Yeah.
Because you had Max, right? And we didn't even talk about that. But
That's right, we did, yeah.
But yeah.
And it was like the number 1 seed versus number 2 seed, and number 1 versus 11, which was UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA.
But that game, that Gonzaga UCLA, was the best game.
It went into OT, right?
No. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
and in the OT,
he
the final last play,
the
that
3-point.
Wicked shot.
Well, it was a buzzer beater. Everybody's like, it's a 3-pointer. It's like, I think he just shot it because he knew the time was almost up.
That's all it was. But it was a pretty good game. They hadn't lost all season. Perfect season. Perfect
so
playoffs.
They're going to the finals.
Going to the finals.
Like one more game and they got the perfect record.
Perfect. Never been done, you know. Then they go against Baylor and then shit the house.
They lose.
They lost by like 25 points.
Oh, really? Got
annihilated.
They got shit
Not
on.
even close. It's like they gave up all the energy just like till the last game. They're like, ugh, crapped out. But I didn't watch the whole things. I watched the replays.
Did you make a bracket?
I didn't make a black. I don't know enough. I would have just a bracket.
That sounded
blackish
racist.
bracket.
That sounded racist.
That did sound
Canceled.
racist. Yeah, canceled. Just make a word mistake because I'm French. Like, you're canceled. I'm sorry, officer.
Talking about cancel and stuff like that, about the whole racist and shit like that. That Florida governor there. Did you see that shit?
That was a pretty good interview. I watched that this week.
Yeah.
He's pretty interesting guy, that governor from Florida.
Go
That's
on.
the guy that no mask, no lockdown, nothing. Full year, didn't care.
Florida kind of proved that this virus might not be as big as it's supposed to be.
Whatever. It's working, so I don't know whatever they want to do. But he had an interview with this other lady. She was actually African American.
Okay.
And they're talking. He's trying to say, yeah, we're trying to promote small business. And he's talking. And she's like, well, you wouldn't know because you're a white rich man. And then right away he's like, because I'm white, I'm racist. That's it. The interview's done. He's like, I'm a racist guy. Now I can't say anything. Doesn't have any right to anything. He's like, fuck this. Walked away. I was like, see, that's cool. She had nothing. She didn't know nothing about him.
He got up and he was leaving, and they were just like
gone.
Weren't they like begging for him to stay?
Yeah. Then they're like, no, because he was the key guy for the interview.
Yeah.
They're like, they don't care about the other chicks. It's just like random person that
sounds
knew stuff.
racist.
But I was like, come on, just because you're white, you're racist? Like, this makes no sense.
No,
None.
the guy just it's been like this lately. Like this past year or so, it's like as soon as you say something and you're white, that doesn't follow the narrative of what they want you to say, considered racist. And it's getting annoying, to be honest. And I think
you're allowed to have an opinion on certain things, certain numbers that show up that you're trying to figure out why they're certain way without saying you're racist. That's why. You're like, come on, man.
it just pisses me. The worst part for me when it comes to that shit, and like I said, we try not to go too politic, but this is gonna bring a little bit of a politics in. And it's like you see basketball players like LeBron James go into it and be like, oh, I support this and I don't want to see racism and shit like that and blah, blah, blah. And just like talk shit about the whole racism shit. Like being on the, like, he's one of the guys that like, oh no, you're a racist because you're a white kind of guy. But the guy's making millions. Like this guy, like, I'm not saying he didn't have adversity to make it where he is, but he's up there and he is proof
That you can make it.
You can make it. But instead of being like, hey kids, if you work at what you really want to do, look what you can accomplish.
It's possible.
He's like, no, the white people have been hard on me and the white people are hard on them. That's why they can't make it. No, dude, you made it. Prove to those people that they can make it as well. Like, you got to work. I work to get where I am. Like, it's not like I was given this job where I have. And it's not like we started this podcast because somebody gave us the fucking stuff to make us to start a podcast. No, we decided, hey, let's fucking buy this shit and let's fucking make a podcast. Like, thank you.
Well, life's what you make it. If you want to go somewhere, you will get branches in your spokes or whatever you want to say. It somebody's going to trip you up. Somebody's not going to like you. But it's what you make it.
But
it's
through. Just
whether
for me,
whatever you are, racially, French,
exactly,
Cantonesian. I don't freaking know. Like, it doesn't.
And it's just frustrating to see these millionaires that have made it be like, yeah, they're right. And the world's racist and it's against us, but we're making millions.
Nah.
There's some though, like I've seen interviews with Denzel Washington. He's like, dude, like the number one problem is there's no father figures in most of these black communities. Like the dads walk away from the mom and the mom has to raise his kids alone. That's a big fucking problem in the black communities. And Denzel Washington says it multiple times in our interviews. And another guy that's been advocate for that too is
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
I was going to say God, but...
Yeah, he's got that God voice.
He's been God in so many movies, okay?
His voice is so recognizable, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a big social economics behind it, and the people in prison... And like, especially in the States, like, there's a higher percentage. There's a big thing.
But there's a high percentage of them doing the crimes as well.
I know. So, I'm not saying, but that's a tough one because you need a lot of numbers, a lot of different things affect these things, But anyway, it's a little bit too political, and we're actually gonna get fired. But
our 1,000 listeners are going to get us in trouble.
It's not like what's his name there, Josh Watson.
Josh Watson,
which it doesn't matter
what race he is.
What race he is, because he's getting the how many accusations does he have now?
I think 22.
22 lawsuits are filed against him.
That's what we checked 2 days ago. Maybe there's more today.
It could be more. He's gonna lose it all. He's gonna lose his sponsors. He's gonna lose his team. Everything, man.
I mean,
yeah, guys, it was all masseuse.
Whose problem is that?
Yeah, but just get a prostitute, pay him to give you a massage, and then happy end. They'll do it.
Yeah,
he's got the money. He can find something like that. No, he grabs a masseuse, like, you're gonna touch it, and they're like, I don't want to touch it. You're gonna touch it. You know who I am. And he did it multiple times at multiple massage parlors. You're like, come on, man.
I mean,
he deserved to get caught. Millionaire, and now he's gonna lose it all.
Well, that's his own problem. I don't have pity for people like that. It's like, fuck you, man. You want to play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's when somebody does something stupid, somebody writes that up. You're like, yeah, you deserve that one, man. Yeah.
I mean, like you said, just get yourself a fucking hooker. She'll fucking do whatever you want.
Yeah.
For the right amount of money.
Yeah, that's right.
You would do anything for the right amount of money.
There's a number in my head I would, like, the nastier the shit goes, the higher the price
so
is.
So if a guy comes up, he's like, I want to have fun with you, what would the price be?
I don't know.
There's a price. You said
there's a price.
What would it be?
I'm trying to think. Would I do it like 10 grand?
10 grand?
I would think about it.
10 grand? Okay.
I would think about it.
I'll go to the bank. I'll come back.
You nasty motherfucker. But
I was just setting that one up.
But I mean, some people are like, no, I wouldn't do it. But if there's actually money,
dude,
and it's
if
right
somebody
there,
opens up a fucking suitcase with $1 million in
there's
it,
$1 million,
and he's like, would you suck my dick? I'll give you this money's yours. I'll suck you. You just gotta suck my dick.
You wouldn't do that? There's not a chance in hell you wouldn't do it.
I saw this chick on Instagram once. She was like, This guy had the fucking audacity to ask me if I'd suck his dick for chicken fillet. She just got ranting and ranting, and eventually she just takes out a
Chicken fillet.
She's like, she's ranting, and all of a sudden she has that chicken fillet cup and she's drinking out of it. Like, can't believe this guy fucking had the audacity to fucking ask me to suck his dick for chicken fillet.
I've never seen. I've done the same thing with a bottle of hard liquor.
Really?
Yeah. You've never seen that video?
No.
I'll post that one. That was pretty good.
But I was just fucking laughing as she just takes a drink out of the cup of chicken fillet while she's talking.
I'll show you that.
We don't have that in Canada, do we? Chicken fillet?
No, I've never seen it.
It's only in the States. I heard it's actually good though. Like a lot of people I've heard talk about it. Like my gaming friends that are in the States and stuff.
But like it's big. But the owner was like anti-gay or something like that.
Well, he said something wrong.
Yeah, and then they tried to. They've been doing big things.
But like half people are supporting it, another half are not.
Yeah, but it's so good. Some people are like, "Oh, I can't say no to this shit."
Yeah,
I think that's what's happening too.
I mean, it's like if somebody would say, like, let's say. Like somebody that owns Tim Hortons would just start talking shit like that. Would you stop going and get your? Well, I mean, you drink McDonald's coffee though. But
I'd rather have McDonald's coffee.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know how big it is. Do you know like how much people wouldn't stop going to Tim Hortons?
No, they're addicted. They're like, no matter what, they keep going.
Like it's probably the same thing with chicken fillet.
But like I said, they did drop.
They did?
Yeah, they did drop.
They're still making money.
Of
Elon
course.
Musk is gonna tweet their name one day, and they're just gonna go back up.
Boom. This guy makes miracles. He's a new Jesus. That's what I'm going to call him. The new Jesus is back at it again.
Could you imagine though? Like he is fucking interesting.
He's
man.
interesting.
I'd make a podcast only on him. You
just
know,
that guy. Just the shit he's done. Not even what he's going to do yet.
I'm still opening an invitation to him for a podcast. Like if he wants to come on and talk to us.
Could you imagine?
I doubt he would, but
I was redoing my roof.
Okay.
With shingles and stuff, and I looked up because I know you can have solar panel rooftops. He sells them, but nobody knows how to put them up. They're not available in our market, and I was like,
and it's not that you don't save that much. Like
it's
solar
the battery
panel
pack
doesn't
that goes with it. There's a huge battery pack that sells with the house. And the roof. It's a whole process thing.
But solar panels do not make as much energy as people think they do.
They're getting better at it every year.
And
more
efficient.
Have
you seen the solar farm that we have here? How huge it is just to gain not a lot of power. Like you need a lot of solar panels to make a lot of power.
Yeah.
Like so on your house, you'll have a battery to charge your phone when electricity dies or something like not just your phone, but like essential electrics.
No, there's a guy even in our city that's got a full house that runs on solar power.
It's not just solar power. He's got a wind turbine. He's got thermal to heat the house up. It's not just solar panels. You do not have enough power. Like Elon Musk even talks about it in one of the podcasts.
They started selling cars that have the solar panel roofs now too.
Well, that's what he's saying. It's not even
not enough for the car. No.
Then that's what I mean. Like there's not a lot of power that comes out of solar panels. Yeah, but
if every house has a solar panel roof, come on. That makes a huge difference. That's millions of houses.
Have you seen how much snow accumulates on the top of your house and your buildings?
Yeah, but maybe it would melt a little bit faster.
I'm sure.
Maybe.
It doesn't pick up heat. It picks up the sunlight.
Yeah, but maybe we can make it so it actually uses the
power.
Sunlight energy.
So, yes. So they'll use...
Yeah, so your roof would never have snow on it.
You'll use the power it picks up just to heat it up. So
I like it. I think it's a good idea. I'm going to talk to Elon Musk about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got him on speed dial?
Let me check my contact list here.
Coming back to sports there. Did you see Aaron Rodgers host the Jeopardy?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he sounded very monotone.
Yeah, it's like he didn't want to get too excited about it, so he's kind of like
just like...
He's okay.
He's fine. I just don't think he's going to be a regular host.
No, but who can beat...
Alex Trebek?
Yeah, come on. He's
Anyways, coming back to
but Aaron did you see the...
yeah, well, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
So what the fuck... How did he say that?
Well, the question was...
We don't give a shit about the question because the guy wasn't even answering the question.
It had nothing to do with the question. But nobody kind of knew the answer, so the first one's kind of like, I don't know.
So the one guy there, I guess, fucking just wanted to troll Aaron Rodgers. And what was the message he wrote?
Who wanted to kick that field goal? That's what he wrote.
So, like, for people that don't watch football, what happened is they were losing by... How many points was it? It was something like...
Three?
No, it was more than 3. Because... A touchdown it wasn't going to tie the game with a touchdown.
With a point conversion, it would have. It was 8.
So with a 2-point conversion, he would have. I don't think so.
Yeah,
it probably
sure
was 9 because the whole thing was they would have had to do another play to actually get over. They wouldn't have tied. It wasn't going to go to overtime, or else they would have went for the touchdown. They were going.
No, I don't think so. That's the issue. It's because they probably could have done a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We're going to have to look it up. I'm pretty sure it's
so the thing was, if I remember right, is they had to do 2 plays no matter what. So to actually win the game. So it was either you go for the touchdown now, and the next time you get the ball, go for a field goal, which is easier, then go for the field goal right away, and then try to make a touchdown when you're crunched up in time. And the whole thing was like, why wouldn't they go for the fucking... For the Anyways, the whole thing was... The decision that was taken should have been... For
the field goal instead.
On a 4th down, yeah. So anyways, that's the whole joke behind that whole Jeopardy thing. I think it's not as funny as us talking about it and then you guys watching it happen.
It was pretty good. When he did do it anyway, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and Alex Trebek, I think, is the best host.
Is there anybody else that tried to do the Jeopardy thing?
Well, right now it's... I think they're doing guest hosts. So they always have new hosts every so many episodes. The first guy was Ken Jennings. That's the guy that won Jeopardy. Like, he's like the best. He's in
like
everything.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah, he's just very, very smart. He knows everything for some reason. It's like,
he's got that chip.
You just watch Jeopardy sometimes, and they ask questions, and you're like, what?
Don't even understand the question.
And then all 3 of them are like, and I'm like, how the fuck do you guys know this?
Yeah, I don't feel smart when I watch Jeopardy.
No,
I'm like, God
but
damn
sometimes
it.
though, sometimes they'll go to the last that one hockey question, and you're like, I know this one. They don't know it.
Screw you, bitches.
And they're all wait, and they can't answer it because it's a hockey question, and they're like,
we don't like sports.
Fuck, what's this? But no, sometimes I do watch it, and they do ask like some very interesting questions, and I'm like, hey, fuck, I do actually know this. And you're just like, I'm smart.
You feel smart for a minute.
Yeah.
You get like, destroyed on that show.
For
they
sure.
got so many smart people.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. But no, it's that one guy there a couple years ago, the guy from Las Vegas that was on there, it was pretty crazy. James, what's his last name?
Gandolfini?
No, that guy. It's not Jamie.
James Franco.
No.
Oh.
But this guy, like he broke Jeopardy. Like
broke Jeopardy.
Yeah, he's a gambler. The guy's a gambler. He's a professional gambler. Okay. That's his job.
Wow.
He's in Las Vegas. He gambles on sports and shit. But he's very knowledgeable too. He knows a lot of fucking shit. And so he read this book about how to be fast on the button for Jeopardy.
Okay.
And pressing it like this, you lose time, right? So your hand on top of the button trying to push because you're pushing down on your weight too, so you're not pushing the button straight up. So this guy would have the button on his leg and he just pressed down.
Okay.
So you can only press the button when this was Alex Trebek was the host, as soon as he said the last syllable at the end of the last syllable of the sentence or whatever, you have to press it. If you press it before he's done, you have
penalty.
Your button won't work for 0.5 of a second.
Okay.
And it's very crucial in
that game.
Big. So this guy just learned how when the last syllable, what word, different words, how we'd end them and shit like that. So he very studied that. And when you go to Jeopardy, there's no rule that says you have to go from the top to the bottom.
No.
But the top questions are easier and the bottom questions are harder. And they do acknowledge that it's if you want it to be an easier game, go from top to bottom. But this guy went from bottom to top. His goal was to cash in as much as money,
The big ones.
cash up a lot of money, to then find the double jeopardy, put all the money he got on the double jeopardy, double the money, and then he'd have so much. Like, he'd do episodes, he'd make $100,000 in an episode. People barely make 25. Like,
wow.
this guy was just like,
Killed it.
yeah, he's the record holder for the most money made on Jeopardy. He beat Ken Jennings for money wise, but Ken Jennings, then they had this big tournament of champions after that.
Oh, okay.
They had like 3 of the best guys, and it was the best out of 3, and it finished like 3-1, like the one. So Ken Jennings won.
Yeah.
That guy finished second, and the other one finished, and that was the first guy to win 3 games. And Ken Jennings had 3 games. That guy had 2, and the other one had 1.
Wow.
But Ken Jennings had to change his strategy. Like, he had to play for the big money as well.
Oh.
Right off the bat to try.
It's pretty cool, though. It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's very interesting that Jeopardy, that guy when he went to Jeopardy,
Yeah.
like he's got the record for like the 10 top like most money made on an episode.
Bing,
Because
bing, bing, bing,
yeah, because
Yeah.
he did, so he made like millions off of Jeopardy. He played for a long time, and then he lost to this one chick that didn't even last one more episode. That must be
Still beat him.
frustrating. Yeah.
She can be like, I beat that motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one thing you can credit yourself to. You
That's it.
dethrone the guy that.
Yeah.
It used to be you couldn't win more than 5 episodes, right? So as soon as you won 5 episodes,
They put you aside.
They put you aside, and you compete in the tournament of champions that they had every so many years. But after a while, they're like, man, let's just keep the guys going. And some guys are fucking just smart as hell, man. So yeah, Alex Trebek, rest in peace.
Yeah, that's right.
Passed away.
That's right.
How old did we look?
80?
Yeah, 80 on the spot.
I didn't think he was that old. I thought he was a bit younger.
Fucking, what's his name? Pat Sajak's pretty old too, 74.
Oh, yeah, that's right, eh?
Yeah, he had a stroke not too long. Well, maybe a year
Not
or two.
because of drugs, him, no.
No.
Hey, man, you never know.
Maybe he's a
Maybe.
celebrity. Maybe
Yeah, you know,
who knows?
had a bad
But
batch
no,
of
so
cocaine.
when he had that stroke, he couldn't do the episode. Like, he couldn't do. He's Wheel of Fortune for people who didn't know.
Yeah.
He couldn't do the episode anymore for a while. So what they did is Vanna White took over for the host, and his daughter, Pat Sajak's daughter, was the letter turner, which is funny because when you look at
She made a career out of this.
yeah, well, Vanna White made a career of turning the letters back in the day because it was a thing you had to turn, but now it's just like a screen and they push.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, they don't actually need her. They could just digitally turn the thing.
Yeah, but it's a human aspect
Yeah,
of it.
I know.
You know? It's
Where
like,
you're just so used to watching Vanna White in her nice little tight dress
Yeah,
walk across and
that's
hit the
right.
letters.
she used to physically turn them
Yeah,
before.
it was a whole board, right?
Yeah.
Fucking 64.
64?
Would you bang her?
I've seen pictures. I think I would.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I would.
Isn't she like your mom's old age?
How old is she?
64. I just said it.
Oh, no. Oh, that is clear. Oh, that's close. Damn. You fucking me up, man.
Your mom's best friend.
That could be a good porno movie, though.
Yeah.
My mom's
hot best friend.
Yeah, you see? And then you put her name in there. You make money off
Make
of that.
money.
Oh, guaranteed.
But
That's
yeah,
not a bad idea.
It's a good career though. Think about it. She had a workout
Banging
every
her?
episode. No, but Vanna
That's a
White's
good
career.
career. Yeah.
Think about it though. Like, she had a workout every episode, walk one side to the other
All the time, yeah.
So she didn't have to go to the gym. She must have had to walk and like if there's somebody that won in a race with heels, I'd take her. Like, think about
she's
it.
always walking around with heels, you're right.
Fucking that's
All her life, she walked around with those heels, just walking back and
just
forth.
back and forth in front
Wow.
of that screen. But yeah, that's
career.
a game I think I shouldn't be too bad at though. Like Jeopardy, I'd probably suck.
That's a tough one. Jeopardy's tough.
But Wheel of Fortune,
Yeah,
not too bad.
That one you can get a run.
yeah.
That's right.
Did you see that South Park episode where they make a
Oh
fun?
my god, that one's funny. Say it. I don't know. They're all bunch
So-
of black people around. It's like
So for people who didn't see it, there it's
That's pretty good.
this guy. So so how Wheel of Fortune works? There's always a category, and the category is people that annoy you.
Yeah, that's
and,
right.
And it's the last Jeopardy, so they got to choose letters. They choose letters, and the letters that show up, it's N, space,
yeah.
because there's supposed to be a letter you got to figure out. Then it's GGERS.
He's like, I don't think I should say this.
I don't think I should say this, because then he's like, fuck. And anybody who doesn't understand and write it out on piece of paper, the one letter missing could be an I or an A.
Yeah, the guy said the I
The
one.
I word.
And it's like on national TV, like, oh.
And when they turn the letter on, it's an A. Naggers.
Naggers.
People that fucking annoy you.
I love South Park. They're
And that
so
whole
good.
episode is about him having said that word and people not liking him for it.
But they're still really good.
They did a whole
They're
like
super
vaccine
political,
fucking, they did a fucking whole vaccine episode.
They always do shit that's up to right now what's going on.
And
they're
they
really good.
They pushed the limit, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're still on the air. But I think it's the no gives a fuck mentality that they have that makes them being able to stay there, even if they do say
They try
shit.
to cancel them for sure, man.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of shit they've done, they're good.
Even
at it.
Family Guy, I'm surprised sometimes they do shit that it's crazy. Not as crazy
Not
as
as South Park.
No,
South Park.
it's not as crazy as South Park, but
But it's
do,
not like back in the day, like Mad TV and all that shit too. Like it's not as raunchy.
I wish Mad TV was still here.
It's not as raunchy as
It
that
would
shit.
be way better than Saturday Night Live.
A lot of shit you can't say anymore, man.
Fucking Mad. That one guy that was on Mad TV that played John Madden. Do you remember? That was the one guy.
I remember that one. Yeah,
John Madden here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you to build a birdhouse, and then he cuts himself 1,000 times with the fucking tools and shit.
John Madden was big back then.
And then they had the fucking popcorn that one too, where he's like, "I'm gonna show you how to make popcorn," and he just fucking electrocutes himself and shit. He always hurts himself like badly in all the fucking skits. But that guy that makes the voices, he's on TikTok, and I follow him sometimes, and I'll watch his fucking videos. He's an impressionist. He's good with impressions.
Oh, I've seen an impression. Somebody impressioned Joe Biden, and he was really good.
But this guy could do pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
But there's this one video where he has his dad in the video, and he's like, "Here's my dad," and he's like, he can make impressions too, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, do Donald Duck," and his dad does like a perfect Donald Duck impression, and then he goes, "Hey, Dad, do a Morgan Freeman impression." And he does the Donald Duck voice. And he's like, "I'm Morgan Freeman. That's Donald Duck."
God damn it, Dad.
The only thing you can do is a Donald Duck impression.
That's pretty good.
You fucking guy.
Yeah, the guy from Wayne's World there. Not the Canadian one.
What's his Garth? But what's his real name?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's Garth in Wayne's World, but what's his real name?
I'd have to look it up.
That guy stopped acting for a while.
He's a comedian now.
Well, he wasn't. His last movie was Master of Disguise, which was really fucking stupid, and
that was horrible.
Yeah, and then he never made a movie after that until he brought back the Wayne's World character. But other than that, he doesn't do anything. Just like I started watching that series, Mighty Ducks series that they have on Disney Plus. It started.
I didn't know
Mighty
they had
Ducks.
a series.
Yeah, it just started. It's a new series. And they brought back Coach Bombay, so they got Emilio Estevez playing again.
Oh.
And it's his first like big show, I guess, a TV show, movie since Mighty Ducks 3. He hasn't done any big movies since then.
That's it.
Yeah. And he was talking about
Dana Carvey.
Yeah, that's his name.
That's his name.
But yeah, he was talking about like this how like he'd rather not be in the light and shit like that. But yeah, he's a good actor though, Emilio Estevez.
I like his movie.
It's weird that this guy didn't take his dad's name though.
I don't know. They all have different kind of names.
Well, you know who his dad is, right?
Yeah.
Martin Sheen.
Yeah, Martin Sheen. The whole Sheen family.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen's his brother.
Yeah,
yeah. It's, a lot of people don't know that about Emilio Estevez.
I remember that, yeah.
But
the whole family's in acting.
Yeah, he didn't take the Sheen name. He took his actual... because Martin Sheen, his real last name is Estevez. It's not Martin Sheen. That's his actor's name. Like, acting name is Martin Sheen, which Charlie used as well. Charlie Sheen.
He spoke French. You know that? Martin Sheen.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's his name? Cool. Bradley Cooper can speak French as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I saw a picture of him. Like, they have his...
You saw a picture of him speaking French?
No. I saw a picture of him where it's his head. It's his head on a midget, and it says Mini Cooper underneath. It's just fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
But no, I saw a picture of him speaking French.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
They just put words underneath the picture.
He speaks French.
No, I've seen him on an interview in CBC when what's his name was doing the George Stroumboulopoulos.
Stroumboulopoulos?
He had that fucking show at night there where he'd interview fucking famous people.
I remember
and
that.
he was on there, and he's like, because George is from Montreal and he does speak French too.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about speaking French and shit like that.
Oh, wow.
He's an American actor that can speak French. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, not too often, right?
No.
Spanish more often than French, actually.
Yeah.
Because of the southern part of the States there.
Yeah, it's interesting to see some of these people sometimes when they speak French. And
No,
it's
cool.
like Jonathan Thays in hockey. He
Super
speaks
French, Manitoba.
Yeah. He's from the French community up there.
Yeah, wouldn't know.
Yeah.
We know Claude Giroux speaks French.
Yeah, because why?
We know him.
Oh, you know him personally?
Yeah.
No, the what's the
Kicked his ass at pool one time.
the one guy that I always found funny that played in hockey in the NHL and was in Montreal was Francis Bouillon.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because he was
Little
like
tank guy.
Yeah, but he was tan, so he looked like from another country.
Yeah.
Spoke French, but was born in New York.
It's a weird combination.
Yeah. Like a tan guy that
Yeah.
spoke French, had a French name, but came from New York. Kind of like how Scott Gomez is like a Mexican guy from Alaska.
From Alaska. Yeah, that's right. Scott Gomez. He had that good interview in Spittin' Chicklets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones.
Hey, well, what's interesting is like they only got to like his early career. They didn't even get to the Montreal stuff. Like they
Really,
pretty
yeah?
much stopped this interview and they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to come back and talk more about your."
The rest of your life, you know, yeah.
Because he had good stories. He fake cried, and was it with you that I listened to?
Yeah, I think we listened to it.
Yeah,
though.
where he talked about he fake cried there for what's his name there, Lemieux there, Claude Lemieux.
Claude Lemieux.
Claude Lemieux talked shit to him, and he got all fucking. He ran to the bathroom, pretend he was crying.
He got him good.
And Claude Lemieux came in. You little fucking shit! You do that shit to me again. He's like, you make me look that bad in front of everybody again. I'm gonna kick the fucking shit out of you.
And Claude was a tough motherfucker,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
They called him Daddy or something because he was old. Anyways, I guess we can move on to the idiots of week.
Yeah.
Idiots of the week. Wow.
Idiots. It's been a while since you talked on the podcast, has
so
it?
That's the thing, right? So, what's the first one?
Wow, we got the first one was another gender reveal party.
Really?
Another one where people are paying money to do stupid shit, and 2 people died.
2 now?
2.
Mom and dad?
I hope not. God
Baby
damn.
survived.
The baby survived. We know it is. The mom died. They drank poison. And the poison was blue. Oh.
That was a joke, by the way. That's not the real story. What's the real story, Alfie?
It's an airplane again. They're trying to do the gas. Well, it's not the first time.
So they were doing like the whole smoke show
the
kind of
smoke
thing?
show blew, and they came real close to the boat, and then the pilot kind of came too close, gave a bit of a pull on the left hand side, and then he just right in the ocean. Bam.
So the 2 pilots died?
2 pilots died.
So they weren't the father or the
No,
mother
not
or
this
anything.
time. Not this time.
It was just 2 people got killed
2
to
random
reveal,
people that they paid.
to reveal a gender.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was not their first time revealing a gender that way, and they just fucked up. And it's like, try explaining that.
Would you honor the pilots and give your kid's name?
But there was 2.
Some people have 2 names, 2 first names.
I don't like composed names or hyphenated names
That's
or whatever.
too long.
I have a long name to start with, and it's not even if I can.
You have a long name. Jesus.
Well, your first name is only fucking
one syllable, like almost, but my full name
your
is like
full name. Yeah, but that's what I mean.
it's like 6, 7 names.
Could you imagine your parents gave you a hyphenated name with that?
Oh my god.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about that kid that has to write the name when he grows up. That's how I feel about my kid. I'm like, I'm not giving him a long name because he's going to have to write
Ben.
that fucking name.
That's
and I'm not making, because my name's written differently as well. Mm-hmm. And it's like, every time I say my name, like for an interview, like rendezvous, appointment, yeah, or anything. It's like I tell it, how do you spell that? I'm like, fuck sakes.
God damn it.
Fucking, why can I have to have this fucking name? Like, could have been Ben, B-E-N. Like, they can't fucking miss it.
Can't miss that one. Yeah.
No. It's Michael, but try to figure out how it's written.
Well, even Richard, it's Dick. Why? I don't know why that.
I don't know.
William is Bill.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, whatever.
I just feel like, I don't know. Bob is Rob. Robert.
Robert? Yeah, that's Bob.
Yeah, no, it's interesting.
Names. Anyway, that was one. The reveal party was one of the idiots this week for sure.
So what else? What else do we have?
Well, we had another kid that found a whole whack of money in Alberta in a bag.
How much?
Didn't say the amount of money because they said that because the kid brought it to the cops, obviously.
How stupid can you be?
Whole whack of money. But at least this time, it's not like last time. They're like, oh, thanks, here's a frame. Good job, kid.
Good job,
yeah,
kid.
Good thumbs up. Stifler's thumbs up. Good fucking job. At least this time, it's like the kid's like, no, it's the right thing to do. And it's like, okay. So the parents like, oh, she found this money. So it says on it, if somebody's lost a whole whack of money, they can say how many bills is in there, like how much money
is
why it's in there. They'll give it back to that person. But if it's not reclaimed by the 90 days, they're giving it back to the kid. I was like, oh, see, that's not too bad from the...
How much money do you think there's in there?
Oh, I bet you it's 20 grand for sure, at least.
Kid gets 20 grand.
It's got to be drug related.
So that's why they know nobody's going to claim that fucking money.
Nobody's going to claim that fucking money.
That kid's going to get that money back.
Just a retard someone going... Fucking shit.
And you know what sucks? That kid won't be able to spend it. Their parents are going to be, you're going to put it in a fund for school. It's like,
gotta use it for something cool.
Yeah. Let that kid fucking buy ice cream.
A go-kart.
A go-kart. Those things are expensive.
They are. That's why I said 20 grand for a go-kart.
But like, I don't know. I mean, I get it. School is expensive, but still.
It's not a cool way to spend it, but it's a smart way to spend it.
Smart. Who needs to be smart?
Nowadays? You just need to be not canceled.
Just gotta ask Elon Musk. He's gonna put a chip in your head. You're gonna be smart all you want.
That's right.
I think is there another idiot?
Well, there's this video I saw in BC.
What happened?
They stole a truck, ran into the store with the truck, stole a bunch of shit, and then went back to the truck, and then they were stuck in the store.
Stuck in the store.
Smart move, ding dongs. Y'all got caught.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I hope they just got out and started running.
Yeah, they did, but they caught him anyway. Because by the time they fucking around with the truck, going back and forth, try to move it, they're like, okay, we gotta try this. And they tried for a while, and then they're like, okay, we gotta run with like, I don't know, like $20. Like,
oh my god.
Money in their pocket, try to run all over the place. It's like, yeah, morons.
The other idiot of the week for me would be that fucking Barry guy.
In a little thong thing?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Which is, I guess you can't
really... It was
really...
more of a statement.
Yeah, and it's not really an idiot. When you think about it, it makes sense why he's doing it, but, I mean, you look like an idiot.
Me?
You'd probably do it.
Oh, yeah, I would do that for sure.
Oh, my God.
But it's just to prove the point, you know? Because right now...
So in Ontario, they're in a lockdown... And they told like Walmarts and Costco to just sell essential stuff, but they blocked off clothes. So this guy decided to like do this like little petition, I guess, and was just wearing a thong outside and petitioning on the side of the road, stating, well, the reason I'm half naked or mostly naked is because clothes are not essential. They're not essential. Clothes are not essential. But I'm pretty sure when you go to the store, there's mostly a sign saying no shoes, no shirt, no service. So I mean, kind of like, I mean, I get it.
Yeah, but
maybe
you can't buy
like,
anything.
I get that maybe like adult clothes can be blocked off, but I feel like kids' clothes should be available.
Yeah, at least
some kids grow pretty freaking quick, and like people that just get newborns, like Yeah, you can't dress your new kid.
There's a lot of things that don't make any sense right now.
So, yeah. So, this is a weird thing, yeah. You want to jump into the why Jamie sucks?
Oh, we can do that.
So,
have you ever taken drugs without knowing you took drugs?
No. I don't know.
I thought it was a common thing. You didn't have retard friends like I had retard friends.
I thought you were the retard friend.
I'm mostly the retard friend. But yeah, one time we all we ordered McDonald's and shit.
Okay.
And everybody's like Big Macs and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we had mushrooms. And so we'd slip the mushrooms inside the burger so you wouldn't even know you're eating them, right? After like an hour or two, because it takes a while to kick in, right? After a few hours, it's like, I don't feel good, man.
Who? Like Jamie? So you did that to Jamie?
Yeah, we didn't tell him.
He's like, I don't feel good.
I don't feel so good.
Like,
nah, you're okay. Don't worry about it. And then he's like, no, man, I gotta go. Like, and then he started to panic and shit. We're like,
was he doing any, how do you say that? Was he seeing shit or
he
whatever?
Wasn't seeing, it wasn't a strong enough dose, but he knew he wasn't feeling good. He's like, I'm not supposed to feel
this way. A lot
this
of people
way.
do microdosing with mushrooms.
I heard that was a thing.
So they don't go over the board where they fucking hallucinate and shit.
No, that are depressed or anxiety. It's one of the things they started to look into. Even the governments now, they're testing for mushrooms and acid.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, keep on. So he's going crazy.
He's going nuts. He doesn't know why he's going. We're trying to calm him down, but after a while, it doesn't work. We're going to the hospital. He's freaking out.
So did you eventually tell him or what?
Well, after he started running outside.
He was running?
Freaking out. Without his shoes on, he's like, I'm going, man.
Oh my God.
So we had to drive and catch up to him and tell him why he's feeling like shit, and then he's fucking freaking on us. It was so good. Then we had to come back, and then the car got stuck. Oh man, it was
How did you get
stuck? Because the guy that was driving the car wasn't supposed to drive the car.
Was he on mushrooms as well?
He was on mushrooms as well.
So you were driving?
No, I never said I was driving. Then we got stuck in a snowbank, and then we had to fucking push, and he was swearing at us the whole time. He didn't really understand what was going on. He was still in his socks. Oh man, it was just... We eventually came back. He laughed it off after a while, but yeah, he hated us for a long time now.
And that's why Jamie sucks.
That's why Jamie sucks. Fuck him.
Oh, you ready for the question of the week?
Oh, let's do this.
Did you do a question of the week with Max?
I don't recall I did.
Wow.
It's too bad, huh? I missed out.
What if I can...
I'm not organized enough. You know?
I see that.
I'm always missing something.
So you ready?
I just wing it.
You ready?
Ready.
So, who do you last longer with? 1 minute with Mike Tyson or 1 minute with Mia Khalifa, which is a porn star?
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one for sure. Which one would I tough? I don't think I'd even be able to get an erection with Mike Tyson, so but I'll try.
So let me rephrase that. Which one would you last longer with? 1 minute with Mike Tyson in the ring fighting, or 1 minute in bed with Mia Khalifa?
Oh, that way. Okay. I would have a better chance with Mia. Lasting over a minute than Mike Tyson, even right now.
Have you ever seen when they did the roast? Was it the Charlie Sheen roast? Where Mike Tyson is there and Steve-O was there?
Okay.
Steve-O,
yeah, I know, the jackass guy.
Jackass guy, yeah. And he's like, I want Mike Tyson to punch me right in the face. And Mike Tyson's like, no, I'm not doing it. So he says Mike Tyson just to put his fist in a fist like this and hold it, and he just goes he goes from one end of the stage into the other and just runs his face into like a Mike Tyson's
to be able
face.
To say that
he got punched by Mike Tyson.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah,
but even like he redid the last boxing match with the guy there. He was in crazy shape. He's over 50.
No, for sure.
And yet I was like, I don't want to get punched by Mike Tyson. You crazy?
It must be.
There's no way you're lasting a minute in the ring with Mike Tyson right now.
Just run around.
You're just running. I'm like, please don't catch me. I've been in a couple fights. I do not want to fight Mike Tyson.
No.
Man. He's the hardest hitting guy ever. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Man.
And he's big too. Like.
Big boy. He's like that, was it Rocky 3? That Russian guy?
Did you watch Creed 2?
No, I wanted to. I haven't.
Where it's the son of...
Yeah.
What's
the first guy he beats in Rocky 1, right?
No, it's the son of the Russian guy.
What? No,
yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
That must be pretty cool.
Yeah. It's not bad.
I love the Rocky movies, so I watch them for sure. I didn't even watch Creed 1, and
They're
I wanted
another Creed 3.
Creed. The game's alright too. Nothing about boxing though.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's the one. I was close.
And they made music too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Creed, the music band.
Oh yeah, in the 90s. See?
They're all not related.
They're all not related at all. Nothing.
One's a rock band, one's a fucking movie, and the other one's a fucking video game.
All different.
Yeah.
That's good. Cool.
So, sex story?
Well,
one?
What do I got in mind there? I got...
Any good stories? Anything happened lately?
Lately?
Like you must have had sex since we started our fucking podcast.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if something weird happened the last couple months there. It's been pretty normal stuff, actually.
Oh, that's not bad.
I did fart under the pillows, under the sheets, though.
And then put her head in.
Yeah. You fart
was she
under
already
and you know it smells, and then you just lift the sheets and put it over
Isn't that like
head.
a Dutch oven or something like that?
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah. Alabama Hot Pocket.
They have weird names.
There's
for a lot
so
of
many
shit.
weird ones. My favorite one is Screaming Seagull.
You want to tell me what that is?
It's when you have sex on the beach, you whip it out in the sand, and then put it back in. That's one of my favorite one.
Oh, fuck.
Dirty Snowball's up there, too.
What's that one?
Oh, that one's when you come in her ass, she farts it out and throws it at you.
So a Dutch oven is the action of trapping an unsuspected person in a place with which you have released a deadly fart cloud.
See?
So you did a Dutch oven.
I did a Dutch oven. There you go. I've never done a plumpkin though.
You know when you let that one fart where you're like, I'm not gonna like the smell either. Like.
But usually everybody likes their own brand though.
And you know why?
Like, there's a reason why your body kind of like...
There probably is a reason. I'm just asking you.
There's got to be a reason, because your farts, you never really gag on them.
Did you know a burp and a fart is the same gas?
Really?
Yeah, I learned that the other day. I was doing a whole research on that for some reason. So if
That's
you hold in, that's because I was looking at the side effects of holding in a fart, because sometimes it happens where you just hold in a fart.
You try not to, yeah.
Yeah, they say it's not good for you. So I was just looking up at it, like what happens if you hold in a fart or whatever. Like, are you gonna die or whatever? And it can go back up your digestive system and come back out as a burp. And it's not like you're shitting a burp, like, it's.
Does it taste more like shit?
No, no, it's just the same gas. It's not coming out from the same place. So that's why it doesn't smell the same.
That's very odd.
Yeah. So a burp and a fart is the same.
Gas.
Like I'm the same gas. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I was kind of surprised when I read that. I was like, so my burps are farts?
Called Barts.
That wasn't funny.
No.
But yeah, so sex story.
All right. One time
At band camp.
at band camp, I stuck a flute in my butt.
And I farted.
Yeah, that would make a noise, right? So, I was doing, that thing I've done before. You put her on the bed and you put her head upside down, and then you kind of like.
So that's the last time you did that, you almost lost your dick.
That's the dick losing one. Okay, well, I did that one time before, and I wasn't scared because I didn't get close to losing my dick the time before, right? So the first actual time I did that, we're like, that's going to be a great idea. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, like I saw this in a porno once.
I saw this in a porno, and the chick's like, yeah, let's do this. I love losing breath, you know? When she chooses your dick instead of oxygen, she's a winner.
That's a hero in my book.
That's number one rule. So anyway, we get in the position, and then I'm like, all right, this is going to be cool, right? So, but we fucked for a bit before, but whatever. Okay, anyway, we get down to business. I'm like, all right, you ready? She's like, yeah, let's do this. Then I start doing it, and you know that sound, kind of like a
how?
Make it, you know, that
wait,
sound.
Do that again. Take a breath.
Yeah, sorry. So we're doing that, right? But after a while, I feel her just kind of clenching up. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Then I stop, I back up, then I see there's blood all over my dick. And I'm like, oh, what the? So I go to the bathroom and I start cleaning up and shit. I'm trying to look like, what the hell? But turns out my dick's fine.
So where's the blood coming from?
Where's the blood coming from? Just me being an asshole, I was like, oh shit, it's not me. So
get the fuck out of here.
So she's running to the bathroom. I'm like, what happened? And then she's looking, and when I was throat fucking her tongue kind of moved in front of her teeth, and then I slammed her tongue, so it ripped. You know that little string underneath the tongue there?
Yeah.
I ripped that thing apart.
How?
Well, I banged it too hard, so the tongue went inside her throat, and it ripped the little piece.
So your dick's not long enough.
Why? Then that's why there's blood all over her mouth. She was trying to rinse it out.
So did you
she
have
was
to
all
bring her to
pale.
the hospital?
No, but we waited. We're like, okay, because it would have been weird for both of us. We're like, let's try not to go to the hospital. She's like, yeah, let's try not to go to the hospital. So we're both like, okay, we can deal this through. And she's like, oh, I don't feel so good. So I get her water and trying to make it all nice and shit.
So it went from choking her, not giving her oxygen, to like,
you need oxygen.
I care for you.
I care for you now.
You want a date?
Yeah. So yeah, that's it was. I didn't go back to banging after that. No. That kind of ended the night.
Did you come back?
Yeah, I saw her a couple times after that too.
Did you do that same position?
We tended not to go towards that position again. I don't know why, but
nothing happened to me.
I was willing to do it again. Oh fuck! Thank God they don't all end up in the hospital, right?
Could you imagine? That's like that one story where you always hear, like, I remember in sex ed, they was always saying, like, if you have sex in water, like in a pool or in
it's not
you might
good.
Get stuck. Like they say they see the suction because of the water in the air.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a scare us or something. They say this thing, but it was in school. So because of the water, if you, like, I don't know what it is, like, it can create a suction, kind of like a suction cup. Can create something like that.
I've never heard that. I know that's what happens when dogs have sex.
Yeah, but that's natural.
That's natural, yeah.
So could you imagine though, like, I don't know if it's true. I'm just telling you what I've heard from school where they're supposed to tell me the truth.
Well, I've banged in water and that's never happened to me.
Yeah, but I mean...
But that could be because of my average size, beautiful, erect penis. Not monster size. Maybe monster size.
But anyways, could you imagine though what happens? Like, how do you get to the hospital and what do you say?
Well, eventually you're gonna get soften up and get smaller. And you just wait it out. If it would happen, you wait it out. That's it.
How uncomfortable is it waiting it out when somebody's like...
So, how was your day? Not bad.
Better than this. Oh, but seriously though, that would be just fucked up, dude.
Oh, I'd try it.
You try it. Oh, fuck's sakes, man. It just makes me think of that situation there in American Pie when he's super
glues
his hand on the
videotape. Yeah, and his dick. That's pretty good. Those were a good series of movies for sure.
And then you got Eugene there, Levy, and the fucking sitting at the hospital with him.
The dad.
He looks at the video games. Good choice, good choice,
son. He's always protecting his son. Yeah. It's pretty good.
He gets caught jerking off. Oh my god. Oh, that's so fucking a classic movie. They'll never age badly. I think
they're always good. You think so? Yeah.
Like I still watch the old ones. I find they're freaking still hilarious to this day.
1, 2, 3. They're all good.
Even the reunion one's pretty good.
The reunion one's pretty good too. Yeah, that's right.
So the second one's when they go to that fucking camp by the lake. Third one is the wedding.
Okay.
And then it's reunion, right?
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
Well, band camp. Oh, and then you got all the band camps. And
you think they'll do another one? Like retirement American Pie?
They're just all old.
Well, they got to be old enough now.
Well, they did the reunion one where they're like
10 years ago.
No, it's not that old.
And man, time flies a lot more than you would think.
But anyways, I don't know.
American Pie reunion. How old is it? 2012. 9 years ago. Almost 10 years ago.
So
see?
But yeah, I don't know. It was a good movie when fucking what's his name finally gets to fuck Stifler's mom.
Finally did it. 42 years old. Yeah, well, maybe not retirement, but they can do something like that. They're on their 40s now.
Stifler doesn't... In the reunion, he finally realizes that the whole fucking lacrosse team was gay. He never realized it before.
He thought it was all normal.
Yeah. And he gets cheered on there by when he fight. So...
Which one? What? I think they'll make another one soon. I bet you they will.
Well, I mean, I think they have made one where it's not with the original people.
Yeah, but that doesn't work.
But I think for me, it's the second one, my favorite one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, first one's a classic.
Well, yeah, but me was like when they're painting that house for the lesbians.
Oh, that scene. Yeah, that's right.
It's like, you want to know for lesbians?
Yeah.
You guys got to take your shirts off first. Okay.
All right.
Takes their shirt off. Yeah. They take theirs off.
That was a hot scene. It was pretty cool.
You got to kiss. They won the two guys. Like it was Stifler and Jason Biggs.
That's right.
They kissed there. Yeah. They won Kiss of the Year that year.
Oh, and the Teen Awards or something like that.
Yeah, MTV Awards. They got the Kiss of the Year.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's pretty fucking hilarious. Anyways, we're gonna call this an episode.
Sounds good, man.
Episode 11.
Is it now?
Yeah, I wasn't even there for episode 10.
Wow, the big 10, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be there for 100.
Maybe. Be old by then.
Be old. It'll be a Roll G reunion.
So, that's going to be it for this week. Hopefully I'll be there next week. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe you get abducted by aliens or something.
Yeah, or work or just burn out.
You'll be alright, man.
Anyways, that's it for this episode. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
There's the flip side.
So that's it for today.
All right, Real G.